Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Beautiful sunset tonight. Isn't that really nice, clear sky? A little bit on the red side over there, and the sun just went below the mountains. And guess what? Andy and I just got back. Yep, we were out picking up this camper, and this is Andy's old pop-up tent camper, which he is giving to me, and I'm going to refurbish it. And yeah, that's not a fault in it. That's actually got to be tucked into the door frame, and we didn't have time to do that. We just got it open and got some of the things out of it so we can get in there. And it's been in storage for a while, so it's dirty on the inside, and tomorrow we'll get to it and clean it up. Yeah, there's Andy's motorhome parked down over there. He's got his TV turned on now, feeding his dog. We left here this morning at 8:30 and just got back, and it's sunset, so it's got to be close to 8 o'clock again. So 12-hour day driving, and we got down there and both tires were flat, broken off the rims. Had a spare on it that was deflated, but that took air, so we got that on one side. One of the tires had big holes in it from breaking open, something chewed into it. And then this tire on this side, actually, I noticed that the bearing was a little grindy when we were changing the tire, and I was a little concerned about it, but we decided to give it a go anyway. We had to take the tire down to a Les Schwab tire place and have them reset it on the bead on it. They had to use a special blaster unit to blast air into the seam, because the way the tire was squashed in its position, it wasn't going to reseat. But they got it inflated, didn't charge us anything for it, and it has some cracks in the sidewall, so it needs new tires. And there doesn't have a spare on it right now. I've got the spare on the other side, and I've got the other tire that's really bad is in the back of my van over there. But hope you can hear me with this wind blowing. I'll try to get through this as quick as possible because it's late. I just opened a cold beer. Andy's in feeding his dog with a cold beer. And, well, he's not feeding the dog a cold beer, but he's got a cold beer with him while he's feeding the dog. But, yeah, I think we're going to turn in early tonight and get some rest because we're tired. We had a full day, and jacked this thing up from sitting down almost on the ground, and we got it up here. We nursed it up at 55 miles an hour, and we had to stop every 45 minutes and put ice water on that bearing cap and cool this bearing down. The other side was fine, never heated up, but this side, when you poured the cold water on it, it sizzled a little bit. So yeah, it was getting pretty hot. I just hope it didn't damage the, I don't care if it damaged the race, but I hope it didn't spin a race on the axle, because that would get expensive. But yeah, I'm going to fix this thing up, and then it's going up for sale. And if anybody locally is interested in it, or anybody even not locally who wants to come and pick it up and haul it away, we can set something up like that. You just let me know down the line. I have no need for another camper here, especially a tent camper with the high winds we get over here. But it's a nice unit. Got 2 queen-size beds on the end there. It's got a refrigerator in it, and a stove, and a toilet, and a bunch of other things. I got to work on the electrical a little bit, but I'm going to clean this thing all up and have it in tip-top condition, and then I'll sell it from there. The old propane bottle there is no good, so I'll probably take that off and cut it open and turn it into a small wood burner and use it to heat in between the containers when I need to. And this has a hydraulic brake system on it, and the auto crank system right there is how you crank the unit up into place. And nice little unit, and I'll do a walkthrough on it after I clean it up a little bit and show you what it looks like. Let's move around the other side here, and I'll show you down this side. Yeah, pretty nice condition. not bad. Got a few dents and nicks here, but not bad shape. It's a good old Jayco. They made good campers. All right, that's about it. It's starting to get dark here, and as we're coming up, I saw those clouds building over the mountains, and they've moved away from the mountains now and headed out of the area, so don't think we're going to get any moisture out of that. And I got one bright light up there in the sky, and we can't seem to agree on what it is. When I use my Planet app, it doesn't show anything in that area of the sky, but we'll have to see. There's two little lights there, and I know they're planets because it's too early for stars, and there's another one over there, so I'll have to see what they are down the line, and I'll get back to you on that. Everything's closed up. The wind is blowing. It's cooled down to below 90 degrees. I'm going to go relax. G-Bear, reminding you to remember, and signing off.